Good evening everybody and welcome to this week's Streaming Tuesdays and back to another edition of Live from the Works. Ekidge is here, hello, as is Five Nights at Freddy's Vision. Good evening both of you. Anyone else in the chat room, give me a shout. But welcome, yeah. I'm a bit out of sorts this week. It's been a bit of a weird one. I spent all day at a team away day yesterday at work, so I'm not quite on work week time yet. So I apologise if I'm going to stumble over my words and forget to talk, but the reason for that is purely because my body clock is all over the place. I've no idea what time it is. Yay! Clocks went back on Sunday. Forgot about that. That was clever. I got about 6 hours sleep on Sunday and I haven't recovered yet. I mean, oh God, look at the bags. Goodness sake. Yeah, I look awful. Anyway. Welcome everybody. Good evening to you all. Right, what are we doing this week? Well, I need to start by fessing up to a mistake I made. So, that was a rough cut. Hold on. That should have been a nice smooth fade. It was not a nice smooth fade. Let's try that again. There we go, that's better. Failure bell. Right then. I'll bring the microphone over this way so you can hear me talking. But basically, today we are putting a motor in Quainton. Now the motor goes in there. And in order to do that, you need to wire it up. Sorry, forward on Sunday. Yes, not back. Yeah, I knew what I meant, and so did you, apparently. So, yay for that. Yeah, so we're putting a motor in here. And the instructions say that you've got to wire it. You've got to fit the motor to the wheels in there. And then you have to wire it up, test if it's working. And then if you can't, if the wheels turn in the wrong direction, i.e. they're moving backwards rather than forwards, you need to go in and reverse the wires. Have you spotted the problem yet? Because the thing is, you can't exactly get your hand in that gap to rewire it. And just to demonstrate the issue here, the motor sits in there like so. If I just give that a gentle bit of encouragement to sit through the hole. There we go. The motor sits in there like that. Yep, broadly sensible. You can't get in there to rewire it. See, the problem is, this bit at the top is not supposed to be glued in place until you've done the wiring. So, I get a failure bell. Lots of failure bells. Before we came on air, I very gently went in with a Stanley knife and a screwdriver and managed to prise the top off, and I've damaged my paintwork in the process. But yeah, that is how it's supposed to go in, and then you're supposed to rewire it through there. So yes, I am not good at following instructions. Not good at all, but yeah. The battery box sits in the cab, just in there. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. This will make sense. Darren's here. Hello, Darren. Welcome, everybody. Right, let's wiggle this out because we don't need that straight away. It's not completely ruined my paint job. In fact, if I turn that up, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know anything was different. But yeah, could you just switch the wheels around? No, for reasons that will become obvious shortly. But first thing we got to do is actually fit the wheels. So let's get on and do that, and I'll turn the music on while we do that. Here we go. Music? Music? Hello? There we are. It is doing something. Yeah, not a huge problem, but now that means that this is removable. Which isn't a huge problem because it's kind of, yeah, it'll just sit there quite happily. It's fine. Probably better that it's removable anyway. What I will do at some point tonight is just put a bit more paint on this just to tidy up the edges a little bit, because they've been a little bit marked, and I think there's 1 or 2 marks on the... Oh, maybe not actually. It's not looking too bad. I may just put a spot on here anyway. But yeah, it's looking all right. I can't see any obvious damage. So yeah. But yeah, that was a balls up I made, and I thought you'd like to hear about that. Do I have any specification on the motor? It's one of them. I don't know. The kit doesn't really go into detail. It just gives you the basics. The bare minimum is what it tells you. So, yeah. Welcome, Doctorus. Nice to see you. Right, so just lift the camera up because I want to be following the instructions. Hold on. There we are. There's the instructions. Right, so last time we painted these up and got them ready, so they are ready to go now. That's good. And then that one as well. So press gear into axle first. Now, already done that. So bring this over here and we can have a look. We've got the wheels there. We're going to go in next. That's the battery box, which we will need later on. There's a little what's it called? Worm gear that goes on the motor shaft. Talk about that in a minute. And then we have these 2 axle bars. There should be a second one in here somewhere. Here it is. There we go. There's our axle bars. We've got to fit the wheels to them. And we do that with the help of this wheel gauge. So, slide wheels onto axle as shown. Can do. Right then. Which way out are they supposed to go? Like that. Okay, so. Now then. I would suggest that is roughly the middle. And then the wheel just sort of slides on. Like so. Like so. There we go. It's the middle. And then push the wheel on. If I was clever, I would have got me crafting table in and done it on that, but I'm not, so I haven't. There we are. Right. Can you actually see that? No, you can't. Okay. Well, we'll point the camera down in this direction and hope for the best. Hang on. Bring me. I've got my spotlight out today because I knew I was going to be doing fiddly things. So let's increase the brightness a bit so we can actually see what we're doing. That does not help because the camera just compensates for it. Okay, never mind. Right then. So that sits there. And then that slides on like so. So that one there. And then just... Oh. No, that's the opposite of what I wanted to achieve, actually. Okay, so let's undo that. There we are. I don't mind being a centerpiece. Wanna blow the whole world sky high. Cool is the guy that I'll never be, but my melody plays on the hi-fi. Yeah, the sky gets forever green. 26 now, play like I'm 17. Every day there we are. Wheels should now be engaged. Excellent. So, pop that down there. Everybody had a problem in my life, so I let pigs fly on pianos. Where's my tape measure? There it is. I just want to check whether that's actually in the centre or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that is well out. So that needs to come over a smidge. Everything needs to move over just about a millimetre. Single tap not to do that. That's better. And then the little cogwheel there needs to move a bit. Yeah, doing the little gear wheel there is a bit of a nightmare. Okay. HD on my t-shirt, Hang on. Take that wheel off. Hang on. Right. We'll take these off because the gear there needs to move further into the middle, which, if I recall correctly, was a pain to do. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Is that in the middle? That looks a bit better. Right. Right. And then that one on again. Make sure that all lines up. Beautiful. Check the tape measure again now. It's about 5. And that was about 5. Perfect. Now I'll do the same with this one. Should be a little bit easier actually. They just rolled away. Okay. Here we go. Push that on. Do the same there.
Stress and I like the hate and I like to get away. Yeah, we feel low right now, but we can get higher. Let's have some fun with you and me in the sun.
Okay, I think that's correct. I could use go over that way a smidge.
Push me, baby, make me love you. Even though you hate me for everything that I do. Push me harder over the edge. But you will never make me fall. Think about me instead. Push me, baby.
I think you had an exam last time we were doing one of these, didn't you, Doctorus? How did it go? Sorry. Fiddly this. Middle, and then can we? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's got it. Gone too far the other way now. Try again. Oh. That's an improvement, right? If you line these up now. Well, that's obviously completely wrong. Okay. Easiest way of doing this, I think, is going to be to pop these on the track and see how they look. That one goes on alright, could do with being a little bit apart. Okay. And then that one's not too bad actually, a little wide if anything. Cool. So the wheel gauges are set. Come back over here. Oh, I'm glad it was all right. That sounds good. Right, so wheels done. Locate axles into sole bars and position sole bars centrally with glue in place. Right, so essentially you just pop that in there like so. There we are. Okay. I think somewhere I've got some oil. I thought I did. There we are. A bit of Mammoth oil. That'll do the job. Don't want to do too much, but just like a little spot in each one. Just to make moving things around a bit easier. There you go. There you go. See, that rotates a lot more freely now. I'll do the same on that one. And then we take the other sole bar and just pop that in as well. Just a drop of oil in there. A drop in there. There we go. And then just literally line it up, pop it in. Oh, like I said, line it up and pop it in. Like so. There we go. Come on. I don't want to play ball. Hold on. If I get one in, that'll be a good start. Let's try this one. That's it. There we are. That looks like it's on the wonk, which it isn't supposed to be. So something's not right there. What have I done wrong? I've done something wrong. This feels very stiff. I may try and get some more oil in. See if that improves things. Yeah, see if you... Yeah, see if you run that across your hand, you kind of want that to move a little bit freely, but it's not really. I mean, that's not too bad, actually. With the motor as well, it'll probably be fine. Alright, well, that's what we're doing. So, okay. Now, that's got to be glued in place. So, turn that upside down and position this centrally. Here we go. That's it. Okay. That's in place. And it just sits in there like so. Oh, come on. Just pops out. There we are. That's it. There we are. Come on, you know you wanna. You can't see a damn thing, can you? Hold on. Okay. That's there. Sit up as well. There you go. It's a train! That's not too bad, actually. Right, so I've got to glue that in place. So we know that sits in there, okay? So we'll get our glue. Just do a little bit, just a little dab along the top. Oh, there we go. Got it right. So it's little tap along the top of each. There you go. Just make sure it's going to be held in place nicely. Not sure if you can see this properly, but I hope you can. Looks like you can. Jolly good. Okay, that's still moving quite freely. And then just slot that back into place as before. Now, luckily, it looks like the sole bars and the gauging is exactly the right size, so you can sit, if you look here, it kind of sits in line with the buffers. So, that should be bang on central. Yeah, there we go. Oh, spot the deliberate mistake. I put it on the wrong way round. Hang on. Hold on. That's easily fixed. There we are. Failure bell. Oh, not the camera as well while I do it. There we are. I saw it before the glue started drying. That doesn't count. I was just showing you how not to do it. There we are. There we are. Sits there like that, look. Just go check it on the track. Make sure it's engaged. Out of the way. Oh yeah. That's terrific, that is. Oh, I'm well happy with that. It's a train. I made a train. A locomotive, if you're being strictly accurate. Oh dear. Right. You have a good sense of fashion, clearly. It's a good T-shirt, this. Victory for the Daleks. Yeah. Right. Once the glue is dry, that will sit in place quite happily with no issues. I should probably turn the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. Right, now for the fun bit. This is where it goes horribly wrong. Right, so press the worm gear onto the motor shaft about halfway as shown. Can do. So, there's my worm gear. There we go. Now, what direction is it rotating in? Does it matter even? I'd say it does, and I think it is. If you look at the thing, that way around. So about halfway, it says.
Car was covered in dust, and somebody drew a happy face. I see a kid trip over a nine-face verse, and it takes me to a happy place. That was the last night I tried it, like I was a pilot. I just get my private jet in the air and I'm flying, but it was just a car. My drunk friend was driving.
There we are. That looks about right to me. I didn't miss your message, Doctorus. I've only just seen it. The exam was a bit weird in some areas. I'm worried I've made some silly mistakes there. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you did the best you can. Don't worry too much. You are all good. Right, so worm gear is on. So pop the top off there, and now the key here is to fit this in place so that the worm gear sits on the actual gear, and then if you look, when that turns the wheels like so. It will make sense when it's wired up. Okay. Alexa, off. I didn't ask for your assistance. Okay. Right, now. I think we're going to need some Loctite for this one. So, if we take our Loctite and just dab it on the edges here, on these sticky out bits. Not too much because we may need to remove it in the future. But now, take that. Now, all being well, that should sit there quite happily. I'll just do a little bit more glue on the motor itself as well. Try and form a bit of a seal. Probably not on the gear, if you don't mind, Matthew, you fool. There we go. Have we seen the Oscars this year? I feel like we have bigger problems in the world than two rich dudes throwing a hissy fit, to be honest. That may be a controversial viewpoint, but I'm not terribly fussed, to tell you the truth. Right, now, here comes the tricky part. We have to wire it up. So, first things first, I'm going to trim a little bit off the cables. Now, my dad's got a little tool for doing that. I haven't got the little tool for doing that. So, I'm just going to use a Stanley knife. Just, Don't try this at home, kids. I'm not doing it properly. So what I'm trying to do here is just strip the end off of this, off the insulated cable, just so I've got a bit more metal to play around with. There we go, got it. Actually, I'm not convinced that stripping that's the right thing to do. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try tying it in just by hand, as is, and see what that does. Right, so cables run through there, and then the battery box just sits in the cab there, kind of like a little seat, I suppose. Right. Right then, get some triple A's. I am looking at the chat. I'm just concentrating mainly on the modelling. Which Dalek do you want to see particularly? Okay. Put that there. Put that one in there. Now on the other side, oh, there's a little switch. And if I've done this properly, that sounded promising. I'm just checking to see if I've put this together in the right order, really. Touch these two together. Basically trying to see if I've got the polarity in the right place. It's a train! You can't probably see that. Hold on. Can you see that? Okay, now. In theory, that should now try and move forwards. Oh, that's fiddly. Ah, it's all too small. You can see the white. Yeah, it's hard to see the black wheels moving. Yeah, no, I get it. I think I've done it right. I think. The Master Dalek. Nah, sorry, you're gonna have to help me out there. I believe that is turning in the right direction, but yeah, I'm gonna have to put it on some track and see what it does. Hold on a second. Turn that over that way. I put that on the rails now. Well, it appears to be attempting to go in the right direction, but I don't think the rear axle wants to turn quite how it should, is the problem there. But yes, the wheels are turning in the right direction, it's just the rear ones don't want to follow suit. Oh! Oh! Oh, it nearly wanted to move. Okay. So, what did we learn? Well, not a lot, but what we've learned is that the black wire goes on the right and the red wire goes on the left, and that makes it move in a forwards direction. The one in the left corner. Oh, that thing. Yeah, hang on a second. I can certainly. I can't really bring it over at the moment, but that's the Dalek Supreme over there. Big fella. There we are. Okay. I'll bring him over for a proper look later. Kind of in the middle of something. Right. Okay. Oh, I have some cloth down there somewhere. Scrap paper will do. Just want to wipe that lump of glue up. There we go. Right. So, we know that that's working as it should, so big thumbs up, tick. Now, why doesn't this one turn? Is it literally just there's not enough oil on it? Lord Rassilon, our Lord and Saviour, returns. And it goes very well, thank you. So. That's better. Right. Pull the camera over that way again. Let's do a little push with. That seems a little happier, but not massively. Might just be because it's not enough weight, you know. Okay. Take the cable with me. Does Matt like Ferrero Rocher? Yes, I do. Okay. So, this is behaving itself. Thinking about it. Almost wanted to move for a moment there. Hey! Can you see that? I think it's working. Just about. Yes! Just needs a bit of encouragement. Hey! Yeah, it does not want to turn that. Why don't you want to turn? There we are. Hey, there we go. Maybe just needs a bit of wearing in. So good. There we are. It's not going to win any speed records, but it's moving in the correct direction, which is the important bit here. Now I do need, I think, to figure out what is happening with that rear axle. It's not happening now, clearly. There we are. I'm so happy! That's it, there we go. There you go. Just don't like that specific bit of track for some reason. Hang on. so happy!
Stressed out with a cigarette while in my mouth, suicide blueprint for coffee. Maybe I'll do it someday. Ruin my life, Google my place.
Yes! Now we're cooking with gas.
Do it my way. Sorry if you hate your job.
That's it.
Running out like TGIF.
Hey!
Sorry if you hate your boss, but I do a mind direct.
It's a train! It moves and stuff. I mean, it's not going to pull anything terribly impressive, I suspect, but that is most definitely a train. I'm so trying this out on the railway tomorrow. There we are. Now, here's the £1 million question. Can I get the camera close enough to you? Right, hold on a second. Let me just flick back to the studio while I unplug briefly and plug back in again. And then what should happen, if I've done this properly, yeah, that's working. Good. Okay. So, there we are. Right. It's okay. Well, that's not 100% ideal, but we'll roll with it. So yeah, if you look, the wheels appear to be spinning correctly. That's all fine. It's this rear axle just doesn't want to turn quite smoothly, but if you give it some encouragement, it does start moving on its way. There we are. See, like that. That's what you want it to do, but it's not consistent, and it does seem to prefer that particular bit of track to begin with. Sorry, hang on. I realised the angle's not great. There we go. There. See, it's sometimes okay, and then it just sort of seizes up. There you go. See, it's behaving itself there, but when you... There we are. That may just be a case of it needs to sort of wear in, but... There we are. There we go! Running quite happily now, look. Okay, let's turn that off. Right, okay, bring it back over here. There we are. It just seems to have trouble getting started. That's a point, actually. I might try it in the other direction, see if it's happier going that way. Let's try it in the opposite direction, see if that makes any difference. Ah, no, it's not happy. Not terribly happy going that way either. I mean, once it gets going, it's a little mover, but there you go, see, that's not so bad. Now the problem you're getting is that front wheel is spinning, so you're going to wear down the wheels on that front set quite quickly. There we are. I think it literally is just struggling to turn that rear axle, and I think that is a problem I will have to try and solve. Hello, Gorky Devotee 86. Welcome. Right. So, we know it works, electronically speaking. We know the gears turn, right? Yeah, so if I rotate the worm gear, and it would help if you could see what I was doing, but if I rotate... Hang on a second. Just realised I haven't turned the autofocus on again. Hold on. Camera control. Focus. Auto. There we are. Right. If I turn the worm gear, you see it does turn the wheels. And it's not entirely clear, but you can see it turns the wheels. Now, the problem is, these wheels turn, okay, but they're not sort of free, if that makes sense. So it doesn't, it's kind of, like whizzing away with the front wheels here, and that's working as it should, but the back wheels are just sort of dragging along behind it. I think, possibly, there's just not enough weight on that rear axle. There possibly needs to be more, but yeah, because you see, if I do it with my finger, look, it does turn reasonably freely. There we are. If I do that with my finger, it's reasonably free. And then if I show you that, actually, will it let me wire it up upside down for long enough to actually demonstrate what's going on? Good question. Let's see. Hold up. Bear with.
Whether you like me or you're threatened by me or jealous, cause heaven likes me either or. I shave my head like Britney Spears and keep a ball, cause when I wig out, it's permanently like a baby mother that keys your car and told your kid how much I really are. My friends be making less appearances than Riri's bra.
Oh no, we'll do it. Right, here we are. So if I show you that now. Oh, come on. There. You want to focus on that thing. Hang on. Let's try focusing manually. Hold on. Bear with. I appreciate this is not exactly riveting viewing, but there we are. Right, now, as you can see, that is turning quite happily, quite freely, and all very good. But this back set, just when it's sitting on the track, it's just kind of dragging. There is a bit of resistance there. Not masses, but there is enough for it to be a problem. And I'm sort of hoping you can all hear me properly over the sound of the motor. I'm trying to keep my voice reasonably strong level, but yeah. But yeah, that's what it looks like, and the problem is this rear axle. So I'm going to see if there's anything I can do just to make it turn a bit more happily. And it is entirely possible it's just not happy with the wheel bearings. It might just be a case of just putting more oil on it and seeing what happens. That seems a little happier. Not masses, but a little. Try that on the track again. Pop that down there. Point you in that direction, and then focus. There we are. That'll do. Right. Here we go. Just going to see if that makes any difference whatsoever. Yeah, see, if I put weight on that, it does spin quite happily. If I just push it along, It might just be it needs to wear in, to be honest, but you know, let's try again, see what happens. No, steady on. Yeah, it may just well be that there's not enough oil on that bearing, but if you give it a push, it does start turning freely, and it's, like I say, it's not going to win any speed records, but not going to win any speed records, but it's trundling along quite happily. There we are. And the other way. That's better. That's a lot happier now. Oh, I've just ruined my truck. Oops. Hang on. Turn you off, because you're just wasting batteries at this point. Okay, so next little job there will be get soldering iron and solder all that together in the correct order. Black on the right, red on the left. Great. Now, unhook that. And then we'll put this to one side because we don't actually need it for the moment. Autofocus back on. Sort yourself out, boy. Come on. There we are. Right. Yes, failure bell. There we are. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I have to put ads on my videos, but also content isn't free. Remember to support the channel through YouTube membership, folks. Yeah, I did look at fitting a remote control thing, but I think the problem is there's just not enough space on this model, and yeah, it's and unfortunately it is very much an on jobby rather than sort of a if it was like a bi-directional thing where you could put it's kind of in an on-off direction, it might be doable, but not with this battery box. I'd have to get a separate one, but potentially, but yeah, I mean I can always look at it in the future. It's yeah. See, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to glue this piece back in. That is just going to sit now, like that. There we go. And that'll be quite happy. And I think that looks all right, actually. I'm so happy. Yeah, that is literally just going to sit on there now, rather than disappearing off or anything. Yeah, it'll just sit on top there, so if I do need to rewire anything in the future, I can just lift that off and it'll be quite happy. But yeah, it'll sit on there and it won't come off or anything, so yeah, should be alright. Let me just go ahead. A little bit more oil on the wheels here. Too much oil is a misnomer. That's better. Yeah, that's a lot happier now. I mean, it's not spinning freely, but you don't want it to spin freely, because that way wheel slip lies. There we go. You want to know how my Daleks work? Well, it's very simple. You get a remote control, and you move them around and make the lights flash, and then everything else is clever editing. It's yeah, I've done if you look at my ring modulator video or my Dalek maintenance video, I have done a whole thing on there. Sorry, just catching up with the chat room. Yeah, I think it is just a case of oiling the bearings a lot more and regularly oiling the bearings and then just letting it run itself in on the railway at some point. But yeah, so the future job will be to get a soldering iron, solder those two into the motor proper, because that will sit there now, and that's quite happy. We know it's working because the wheels are turning perfectly fine. And it's held in place with glue now, so all good, and I'm a very happy bunny. Now, I managed to do electronics without killing myself. Woohoo! Right, so these little bag things I'm gonna keep somewhere else, because a little bag is worth its weight in gold. It's yeah. Always keep little bags like that because they come in very handy. Right, so done. Bingo. Beautiful. Now let's see if I. Oh, got oil all over it now. That was clever. If I sit that back in position, let's take a look and just see any paint needs touching in. Yeah, I may just get a small paintbrush and just paint over where I've had to rough it up. Yeah, okay, yes, it's only a 3-volt battery. I wasn't going to kill myself, but still, I had to ham it up for drama somehow. Dear, oh dear. Right, glass of water. Lovely. Right. That's a bit big. Smaller brush. Small brush? Small brush, anyone? Anybody? No? Small? That will do. Okay. There we are. Right. There we are. Right. So. Is that nice and clean? Yes. Good. Okay. So, just touching the paint on the top here, just make it a little bit neater, cover some of the scratches that were caused by having to remove the top bit, the lid, that's the word I was looking for, lid, had to remove the lid. So we'll just tidy up a bit in there, just make it look fairly presentable. Paint that bit in as well, yeah. Oh, it's me on the music, look. Literally just touching in at this point because I'm fussy.
She could have let me hit, but she warned me before I hit it raw. If I did it, I would get some shit. When all of your friends are doing coke in the store and you're tired of being second place in some Pepsi shit.
Right.
I'm the last guy you want to be reckless with, I would take it too far.
Okay, this bit as well.
Speed up, tell me how grateful you are. Feels like I'm gonna eat tomorrow. At least I'll end it all.
I didn't stir, no, because I shook it first, see? Which is basically the same thing, right? No, I know it's not, but it's as good as it's getting, so. Paint the bottom bit, not for any reason other than it will look neater. There we are. There. Tidy up the edges. It doesn't matter if there's a few imperfections, because these were never supposed to be perfect, but just distract from any scratches that I've caused. Now, if I was really bothered, I would sand the sides down and paint them in again, but I kind of like the rough and ready looking texture that it's got going on, so I'm not going to do... I'm not going to worry too much about it anyway. There we are. Right. Just drop that in there like that. Done. We'll just give the model the once over.
We try to kill Screw, but he won't budge. Just giving me space like it's Elon Musk. I had a dream girl, but she's losing her teeth, and her skin's always cracked because she's on drugs. This year I had to pass on the antidepressants, got stabbed in the back and did a easy shrug. Giving out this D in 12 easy payments to anyone complaining they can eat these nuts. I quit my day job and start a lemonade stand and trade it all in to be LMA's man.
I slipped. That's not what I wanted to do. So just got a little bit of blue on the radiator grill there, just trying to clean it. I know no one's going to notice, but I'm fussy. I'm a perfectionist. Okay, right, done with that one. Put that back on. There we are. Okay, so there we are. Loco and lid. Done. Beautiful. It has been 2 years since Matt last snapped a wooden roof. Good job. Ah, yes. No, I haven't snapped any roofs recently. Now, speaking of roofs, that will need to go on at some point, but I will probably do that. Probably shouldn't have picked that up with paint-covered hands, but we won't worry about that. I can always clean it with White Spirit later. But that is going to go on there. Not going to do that until I've sorted the wiring out, though. So that's a future job. I am just going to go and wash my hands so I don't mess up anything else. I'll be back with you in a moment.
Jumping up and down like I just spoke to Oprah and took the top off with a car like I'm Kanye and Jay in the video for Otis. Late nights are the dopest. Your friends wearing their boyfriend's helmet on the back of them opens and it won't stop even when the lights. I look at my girl in awe. She's looking at Instagram models and rating them 10 and giving herself a 4. Bad ass kids acting like they never got the belt before.
I'm back. Right. So, one more thing we can do this evening with this model. And that is, if I just encourage that out the way without covering myself in paint again, which I've done anyway. Clever. Good start. Ding, ding, ding. Right. Is paint up the couplings. Oh, and I can do the handrails as well. I've just remembered those. Right, no, the couplings. I have no space. There we are. Right. I can sit in there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Coupling parts. Now, these bits just fit in there like so. Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit. Should these fit in? Let's see. Because I think. No, that's not going to work. Okay, well that's fine. That's not the end of the world. What it says to use is this. So what you do, you just take some of your copper and just stick that through the middle, and then create a hook on the top. But what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to fit a link coupling at the front and back, just for aesthetics. Now, before I do that, however, I'm going to paint them in a steel colour so they look good. So that is the next little job. Paint these in steel. Right. Let's see here. Smallish brush. You'll do. Right. So, give that a good shake. There we go. Right now. And come on. Midway through the flight, if I don't like the pilot, I'm cycling. And I can't even ride a bike yet, so I'm skygliding on the kite then. Dude, I can take it or leave it. I'm the guy that I hate. Come on, come on. Off you get. That's it. Oops. This is going well. Okay, well, may as well start with this one since I've covered it in paint anyway. Turn the camera down a bit. Try and paint this reasonably close up.
Leave it there to earn interest for me. I might get a new tack. Might take 5 shots like I'm 2-pack. Oh, they wanna take shots so they lose in their hands like an 18-year-old taking booze back. Happy birthday, girl in the back eating Reese's Pieces. Girl in my arm like I'm eating pea. Now me and my girl and friggin' my friends coming out of our shell like the turtles eating pizza. Everybody read the meter. My life spread out like me and Khalifa. It's all gonna turn out fine eventually. Like me and Dream with Lisa.
Try this one. Okay. That looks pretty good actually, I'm pleased with that. Three down, 3 to go. It would do, but I put it on very gently, so hopefully not. It's only got a thin coat on it, to be fair, so it shouldn't be too problematic. And if it does stick to the paper, I shall just paint the other side off air. This is mainly for demonstration purposes anyway, so. Oh.
Run away, wanna go MIA for the day. Come back with a girl that likes girls younger me. New album on the way, everything's on the way. Had to wait 4 years to the day. Run away, wanna go MIA. Put my mother on the cover, I don't have an escape. New album on the way, new beats I'ma play. I'm a day late with the pay, wanna stay vacation with Bay in the lane. But I came naked today, maintaining my faith in a dangerous way. And I ain't taking a break. Screw up his mouthy, feeding on my stomach. I thought I wasn't in it. Fuck it, now I'm outie. Everyone I'm outie. Finish it without me. Nobody doubts me now. But fuck 'em all, I'm outie. I'm outie. Circa.
And one more. It's never entirely clear to me how much of this you guys can see, but yeah, well, we'll just hope for the best. There we are. Beautiful. I'm going to have to go wash this off, aren't I? There we are. Right. Prepare for the thrilling sight of the Be Right Back logo again, folks.
Text messages from numbers I don't have saved. They hit me up with a smiley face, but the only smile I appreciate is Crusades. Hey, they don't check on me much. I must have an impeccable touch for covering pain. What the fuck am I saying? I get love in abundance, I'm playing. Phone calls from foreign numbers, I don't pick up much. It won't work out this time, but I did a setup once. Man, I might give him some. Text back on a different number, put it on display like white hips in summer. So please call me back, man. This my number, like.
I can breathe, I can see without
5 and she's pretty. Some guys spend their baby's money against a rock just to look like Diddy. And I'm stuck like Biggie and Puff in the late 97 March 9th when it hit me. Some wanna try brown like Bob and white like Whitney. And if you ain't fucking with me, then I'm asking you why unzip me. At the end of the day I can lip read. God said 5 days left. God is in the sky I guess. So please return Frisbee.
I can breathe, I can see without you. I can breathe, I can see without you. And I can see without you. And I can see without you.
The world ends in 5 days.
Yeah, hi, this is Judy, Stephen and Lee. No one's coming at the moment, but if you'd like to leave a message, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Back again. Right, so those little bits are now done. Good job. Right, next thing. We're going to do the handrail. Now on the cab here, there's two little holes, you see. Now, that goes in there. So we're gonna give that a go and see how that works out. Probably terribly, but in theory should just be a simple matter of a pair of pliers, just bend that and then do the same at the other end. Hang on, let's be methodical about this. That bend's got to be about there. Okay. And then just trying to snap it off now so I can glue it in place. If you twist it enough, it will come off. There we are. Like that. Now. Good start. Okay, well that's not quite right. So I'll take our pliers and just try and shape this and get a bit better. Yeah, a little handrail there. It's not quite straight, so I'm not very happy with it. Try that again. I think I've got another set of pliers in here, or something similar. I have an adjustable spanner, that will do. I just need to something to hold it while I twist it. There we are. There we are, that's a bit better. Ah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. There we are. It's not quite right. Don't know what it is, but something about it's just not sitting right with me. Hang on. It's just me being pedantic now, but this is why you all like me, right? Because I'm pedantic. Please don't answer that.
Go from the elephant trunk to the tusk. Irrelevant now, but I felt like us. Tethered together like so whenever we cut. I'm making mistakes like everyone does. You're making mistakes, not thinking you're great, like I'm only the plate and everything. Days, a number like calendar X's. I wanna make you challenge accepted.
There we are. Beautiful. There we are. That looks pretty good, I think. What do we think? Not that you can see the damn thing, but come on. Focus up, fella. Come on, you're letting the side down. Any time today? No, yes, maybe. There we are. Come on. No. Hold on. Manual focus time.
A slumber party but no pajamas. No drama about another girl whose head is reckless of a guy that says he can fuck you harder. I'll be collecting video evidence soon as my phone is charged up. This isn't the Lonely Hearts Club. This season of
There we are.
I'm skipping the party this time.
Looks okay. Right. Do the same on the other side now. Oh, bugger, I've been getting silver paint all over it. Oh, blast. Ah. That's extremely annoying, actually. Bloody, yeah. I see what's happened there. Yeah. Ah, failure bell. Right. Be right back. Again.
Still learning how to ride bikes and I will. I'd be dead 100 times over if looks could kill. I would have the cash but not my soul if I took the deal. You should see my views in the morning, they look surreal. Hit you with the 5-piece nugget meal. My bucket list is filled with dreams that are worth 100 mil. I like to plant seeds in 100 fields and watch trees grow and bear fruit that you can pluck for real. You didn't know me as a kid but you could guess. The Rubik's Cube in music sesh, but in maths and science I drew in depth. Why would I need maths and science as an adult of the house when I can hire an accountant and just bounce to my big house with a fountain? Or my secret lair in the mountain. If you pass maths, these blessings you can count them. Yeah, my diet starts on Monday, so this humble pie I'll eat it though. Why I feel like I have the biggest dick by far in a room full of CEOs. Oh, you kept the nudes, I deleted those. I can change the mood like an EMO. Life is like a brand new car with heated seats, but I just keep it though. I don't like perfect, that's perfectly evolved. She would know. Chubby in the 90s, but I went keen and though. Trying to get a petite to pose and tell me that she loves me and just mean it though. Trying to find the key to immediate success and share it with the people that need to know. Till the playing feels even though still learning how to ride bikes and I will. I'd be dead 100 times over if looks could kill. I would have the cash but not my soul if I took the deal. You should see my views in the morning, they look surreal. Learning how to ride bikes. Learning how to ride bikes and I will. Learning how to ride bikes. Learning how to ride bikes and I will. Anxiety looks like a demogorgon. I put 2 middle fingers up, that's an 11 for. My diet starts on Monday, so this humble pie I'll eat it though. Why I feel like I have the biggest dick by far. In a room full of Francos, Hitlers and King Leopolds. At this current time I have more power than all 3 of those. Girl strokes my ego, tells me I'm the greatest. Wanna be great with making that good music like Kanye is. And I'm still old enough to see karma take shape. For skinny exes to gain weight. I've seen people win it all and lose it all on the same day. Have friends I went to school with that have kids I teach now. And the grades ain't great, but we're still learning how to ride bikes and I will. I'd be dead 100 times over if looks could kill. I would have the cash.
Okay.
You should see my views in the morning, they look surreal. Learning how to ride bikes. Learning how to ride bikes and I will.
Right. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move that off. Fold that over. Yeah. And we're going to paint it again. That's what we're going to do. We're going to paint it again. This is just silly now. Right. Okay. It's fine. It was practically dry anyway, so it's not going to cause any problems. Right. Okay, so blue first.
I'll miss you when I leave, and so we dance like we just touched down. Touched down. When I touch down, yeah, you can take a ride. And so we dance like touch down. Yeah, you can take a ride. When I touch down, when I touch down, take a ride. Yeah, you can take a ride. When I touch down, when I touch down. I love the shit that black guys love anime. Like football fans love Saturday.
Blue, tick. That's extremely annoying, actually. Right, black.
If you let me, I'll find an African king and a Viking king and a caveman with a sling in my ancestry. When I touch down in days, they're standing against me. But there's only 5 I'm sensing. And I put 5 on it, you're betting against me. You must be loony, and your rhetoric's empty. Hippity is your flag wherever they send me. Put up with 10 of my friends will never get entry. I'll miss you when I leave. And so we just touch down. Touch down. When I touch down, yeah, you can take a ride. And so we don't touch down. Yeah, you can take a ride. When I touch down, when I touch down, take a ride. Yeah, you can take a ride. When I touch down, when I touch down. Yeah, complete the secret handshake. There's a key to the treehouse. Nothing makes me wanna go in more than a painted sign that says keep out. Wear your crown, let your parents down. Change your parents' hair, just wear it down. Tattoos and piercings now. Multiple sex partners you're sharing out. You're in the here and now. In 5 days it'll be over. That chip on your shoulder means nothing. Just means you needed to grow up. Hold up. Live your bucket list. Think your fucking existence is over and over with. It could be over quick. 5 days left till we go extinct. Put the last girl on the cover of Vogue, with no makeup on, fully clothed, no Playboy bun. Put me in the front cover with my apron on, cause I'm cooking. And my neighbors are looking like when I disappeared as a kid. And I came home for the whooping. Man, I came home for the nookie. One last studio session to tear up. One last back and forth with the parents. One more, yeah, with Sarah. One more day with the friends that are rare. A final wish for the Aguilera's era.
You'd never know anything had happened. And there's... Oh, hold on. I've got a dirty paintbrush in amongst that lot somewhere. Hang on. Where is it? Is that one? I don't think it's that one. Ah, there it is. For some reason. And then last one. Just got to touch in the buffer beam again. Oh, actually, while I've got the paintbrush out, I may as well touch in the grill at the front there. I've got another soft brush. Just small, that'll do. Okay. There we go. That's touched in, beautiful. A little bit more on there, like. Need some more gloss paint for the for future models, I think. Yeah, right. Buffer beam red. Right. Now.
I made a pact with Zeus. I wouldn't throw the rope on the tree and attach the noose. Until I'm free like Toya Brown, I wouldn't tie you around in this recording booth for any song you attach me to. I'd attach myself from any parachutes. I pull up to your neighborhood in a rabbit suit and tell Donnie what time you should travel through. You can blow me like a Nintendo cartridge. You don't tend to dance to my tremendous artistry. I got family that don't give a fuck. Just wait for the cart like their friends in the barber seat. I take my fat chat to friends to Mardi Gras. I take me gym just to laugh at me. And I rub it forever and like half a week.
No. Not on the black. Come on.
Sorry, the medals are all golden. Victory lost like Seth Rogen. Golden ever, I'm Hulk Hogan. Are we boycotting clothing? Gucci and H&M for racist slogans. When our phones have stones in African kids fight wars over and don't win. And we own them. And I mean, honestly, I don't want to see your dreams coming up short like CeeLo Green. I want to see them grow, eat your greens. I want to slap hands with billionaires and share investment tips. I don't want 6 nuggets with extra dip with fries attached. I couldn't trade stocks, but I could rap. And I would snap until I flatline, I'm back. And I feel like Zeus. Threw the money off the roof. Don't do baby shoot. Until the
Fixed it. Oh dear.
don't talk baby shoot. Until the sky turns fuchsia. And I feel like Zeus. Threw all money off the roof.
There. You'd never know. There was never an issue. I don't know what you're talking about. Right.
Threw all money off the roof. Don't talk baby shoot. Until the sky turns fuchsia.
There's a little bit of white to be touched in there as well. So what's that one like? That'll do. Oh, my white's gone solid. That's no good. If I... Is that... Oh, no, there we go. Just got to break through the first layer. Oh, this is getting silly.
lemonade. Don't make me do a 180 on you and get in shape. Probably need a 365 for 5 years and a day. SMH, feel like a 10-year-old me with a neighbor girl getting to second base. We spend our days getting chased by mean dogs on the estate. The big kids like they never rate. You think I would learn my lesson knocking at Tanger's house and getting chased by the German Shepherd. But it's cool. I pushed my girlfriend and out ran that pitbull Olympic sprinting. Before the Olympics when things were different. You had to you sink or swimming. When I had the number 2 on top with the fade. 2 lines on the eyebrow. Another thing was
Missed a bit. 1 second.
25 friends on the end, so ahead and back to yours. At the end of the night, what you riding for? I mean, yo, East, a little north. Can I get a hey? When I did the number 28, when there were 20 in the pack for 2 of my friends to smoke 10 a day. Yeah, they used to pass the reefer to me, but I didn't want them demons on me. Didn't want that phone call from mom screaming on me. Didn't want the dusty girls with the cold sores and the bitten nails trying feeding on me. Yeah, never had a friend try to lift me up. Used to get girls' numbers, but it was luck. Yeah, I got stabbed in the back and crashed on the concrete and had one of my neighbors try to shift me drugs. Yeah, one of my neighbors' moms used to sniff them lines and let kids from the estate hit sometimes. And when she got pregnant, I used to joke like it was mine. Don't even judge, it was a different time. I mean,
Right then. Right, we're back where we were about 10 minutes ago. Right. Go clean my hands again. Just a tick.
legend says I was just getting ahead and putting news on my mood board. I made great ambitious, rougher than feathers, my exes couldn't move on. And I won't stop till I'm a statue or a wax figure in 2 swords. Put up with 2 swords, like I'm older and Ishi. My girl switch wigs like Igor. ODB, we can be raw. I'm worried about this tomorrow. Shoot myself in the head and respawn. I bet my life savings, I was on the list, but you ain't crossing out shit. When the party is popping the split.
Okay, back where we were. Oh dear. Right. Oh. Thank you for pointing out the paint pot that had fallen on its side there, Ekage. Thank you. Okay. Right. Great. So, we're back where we were about, I don't know, however long ago it was. Right. Just going to lay you gently on your side. I'm going to fit this next one. Goodness me. Right. There's one. So, and then about there-ish as well. Yep. And then oh, that wasn't very clever. I've just sliced my finger open. That wasn't very smart. Ooh, okay. Tonight is going brilliantly. Okay, well, get rid of that. And let's fit this and then we'll call it a night. So I can go fix my hand.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
I didn't ask you to have an answer, Alexa. That's why. Okay, so try and angle the blood away, but I'll show you what I'm doing. There we are. Right, so that's in there like that, and I've made it too long. Okay, well that's fine. I can fix that. That's not a problem.
Imagine me not having a new bag of the drop. I praise God. Can aim guns on my renaissance while my girl stands in the mirror, butt naked in the lace front. Oh, yeah. I set presidents like Marilyn Monroe. You can play dumb. I don't have kids. I only see you on the weekends. Or them deadbeat dads you never see. Is there even a reason why? I got the front door with the keys inside. Home doesn't feel like home anymore. Somebody in my home must be dead already. And I see my friends left in a piece of guy. Yeah. On my best day, I'm an easy 5. Maybe 5.5. Maybe I get a pass. So we can ride or die for this art. Steve Ledger. Maybe I would die for this art.
Sorry, still here.
Imagine me not having a new album out. My outfits are louder now. Cause I identify as a 25 out of 10. So if you identify as a woman, that's a high 5, girlfriend. Do your thing till I get my girl pregged like a Juno fling. I'ma have the biggest dick in any room I'm in. I mean,
Alright, I'm still here. I'm just trying to work around the injury without freaking you all out, because I know some people aren't okay with that sort of thing. So apologies. Right. So do that, and then try and I have to get the old Stanley knife on this. You know, really cut my finger off, like. Okay. Right. So I knew I shouldn't have said anything about the electricity thing going fine, because that was just asking for trouble. It's been one thing after another since that moment. Right. Okay. It's aware that I'm doing this entirely off of camera, for which I apologise. Yes, I shall try not to bleed on the train as well. That wouldn't be good. Okay, so
man, I feel like a fist bump with Trump as a handshake with
that
Adolf.
one there, and that
And I feel like
one
this
there.
month, the month my investment might pay off. Send a bank transfer to Lagos. Waiting for this princess to write back. And I'm all about that PAWG.
Bingo!
Black girls with hips SWV. But as long as that freeway is in the bag, it's all luggage to me. And I never would have
Now, neither of them are perfect, but we weren't going for perfection. We were going for good enough. So that'll have to do. But I'm quite happy with that. I think that looks great. There we are. And on that side as well. Brilliant. So, next time we do one of these, we'll fit the buffers. I'll try and get the wiring up done while we're off air, so that's all finished. So we'll pop the buffers in place. Then what else have we got to do then? We'll have to bend the coupling in ready for it. And a few other bits and bobs as well. Yeah, and then just move you over there for a second. And then once we've done all that, I think it'll be finished. I might even have the nameplates and stuff by then. So if I do, I'll fit those on the stream as well. Yeah. Yeah, I do need snips. Oh yes, the roof. That's the other thing, the roof, which I have cleaned up while I was away. And that was just sitting there like that. Yeah. Dear oh dear. Right. So that's where we've got with Quainton. More on that soon. But next week, I already know what I'm doing next week. We're back in Train Simulator over on the gaming channel next week. because we are going to have a race. And you can find out more about that next week. So until then, take care, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again soon. Get rid of the music. I am really bad at this. Hope you've enjoyed this, folks. Take care. See you next time. Bye!